Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I hope you all had an amazing Christmas, and of course, leading on from Christmas, you all get a present in the Waffen F1. I mean, it's not a present, you don't get it for free, but it has entered the game. Now, a lot of people have been calling for this tank for a very, very long time. Now, bear in mind, this isn't the kind of tank that people wanted. Now, when I tested the tank, honestly, I absolutely hated it. And then Wargaming announced to us that they are that they're selling the tank in some kind of event where you need to get lockers, etc. So it is going to be pretty difficult to be able to get, or it's going to cost a lot of money. However, having said that, I still don't enjoy this tank. It has its perks, you know. There is some things that is really, really good with the tank. But other things, I just think it does suck. So the first things first, it does have two guns. One with 5 shells and one with 3 shells. Now, personally, I prefer it with the 3 shells. So we're going to look at the tank to start off with the 3 shells. And then we will look at it with the 5 shells. So the whole armor on this thing is 185mm. So, you know, decent hull. It will not, you're not going to stop getting penned in the hull, but at least you'll stop HE in your hull. But your turret is only 48mm, so people will shoot HE at your turret, so you do have to bear that in mind. Your damage per minute, 2,848, which, you know, I don't think is too bad for an auto loader of this caliber. Your magazine reload, though, is almost 30 seconds, so do watch out for that reload. You do have 3 shells, but almost a 30-second reload. That's half a minute of not doing anything. So if you're getting chased by a medium tank, you're going to get ripped, because their DPM in like 30 seconds will pretty much be able to take your whole hit points, especially if they're shooting HG. So you've got a shell reload of 3.5 seconds, and as I've said, you've got 3 shells in your magazine. Now, your penetration is 292 on the AP, 396 on your heat, and 81 on the HE, which isn't so bad. You've got a 570 alpha gun, which is nice, 480 on your heat, and 870 on your HE. So if you can, do shoot that HE, because it really will matter. Your aim time 4.1, which isn't great, and your gun dispersion 0.35 which also isn't great. You have 8 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 38 kilometers per hour. Now, one thing to point out in this thing, you do have to be careful, because sometimes you want to take your shot and then reverse around a corner or over a hill or whatever, but you only go 12 kilometers an hour in reverse, so it is very, very slow when you come to reverse. So that is that gun. Now, with this gun, the difference is, obviously, the aim time is better at 3.3. The gun dispersion is better at 0.326. The damage per minute is roughly the same, but your magazine reload is the same. However, you've got a shell reload time of just 1.82 seconds, and, of course, you have 5 shells in your magazine. Your penetration is similar. AP is 302, so AP pen is better, but your APCR is actually worse. Of course, that is because we are running the calibrated shells. With heat, you get better pen, blah, blah, blah. Now, average damage, you've got a 340 alpha gun, 300 on your APCR and 400 on your HE. So yeah, you know, lower alpha, but you have 5 shots. Now, the problem with 5 shots is you're going to have to sort of expose yourself for a very long time to get them 5 shots out. Personally, I would just prefer the 3 shots, you know, because at least if you miss a couple, you're still doing over 500, sometimes 600, and if it's HE, over 800. So yeah, you know, and it's not a tank you want to stay in the open for long, because you're so big. Like, the tank is very, very, very big. I mean, it's massive. Look how big the turret is. Look how big the tank is. It is absolutely massive. So we're going to get into a game. I mean, It's very difficult tank to play. It really is a very difficult tank to play. And sometimes it's all about being patient with this thing. Like, you have to be patient. Because if you sort of get bored and then rush into the enemy, like, there's so many times on this I've done 0 damage where I've sort of gone into the wrong position. I've been exposed and I've been spotted, and then I just get wrecked by people that I've not even spotted yet. And this is, I mean, even here, I'm going to get spotted and then straight away, bang, 855 damage done. And there's not much I can, I mean, I could have done, I could have been a bit more careful, but it is a patient tank. You've got to be very, very patient in this thing. Don't rush, because you're so big and so weak, people will just be able to penetrate you all day long, and you're not really going to bounce anything in the tank. So the whole idea of the tank is to be a proper tank destroyer. Like, you have to be a proper tank destroyer. And what I mean by that is to sit at the back of the map and prey on the prey on the weak, pray that the enemy get into positions that suit you, because if they don't, it could be a very, very boring game. And I've had a few of those where it has been a boring game, and because of that, because I don't really like to sit at the back for too long, I get bored and then I just get wrecked. Now, there are some tanks, you know, like the grill, for example. Yeah, you sat at the back of the map in a grill, but you got the pace to get out of there very, very quickly. And you can see even now, like, I've done 1 shot and I'm pretty much a 2 shot to most tanks. And it just, you know, sometimes you will have that in this thing. Sometimes you will get 1 or 2 shots and then you will die. You've just got to pray. You've just got to pray that you take shots like that. And then I'm going to take out the line. And there's also, because of the accuracy on the thing, there's sometimes where I aim and aim and aim and it just completely misses. Now, this is also where it is very, very boring, because now I have almost 30 seconds just to sit there and wait. And in that 30 seconds, there's going to be so many times where you've got plenty of shots, but you just can't take them because you are reloading. So now I am not going to get impatient. I'm just going to change my tactics a little bit, because I know that the Type 61 is over there, and I know he's a 1 shot. Or a 2 shot, sorry, and I'm a 2 shot to that guy, so I've got a better reload in than him, so I'm definitely going to be able to get 2 shots out before he gets 2 shots out into me. So I have to try and find him, otherwise if I just sit there, it's nothing's going to happen. So we do get 1 shot, 515. Now I need at least a medium roll, and I do get that. So we do clear him for our 2nd kill, leaving just 3 tanks left alive. Now, I have took the opportunity to go for that reload, and I would suggest everybody to do the same. If you've got nobody around you and you've got 1 or 2 shells left with this gun, or if you've got less than 5 shells left with the other gun, go for the reload, because, you know, I could have 2 shots now, and by the time I actually get to the enemy, I've actually reloaded all 3 shells. Now, this is what I'm looking at. Look, I mean, if you don't aim, it will come back to haunt you, and that really did hurt. So yeah, that's just over 3,000 damage. I've actually got 3,600 because I got that blind shot on the lion, and there's just 1 tank left alive. So I've got 3 kills, but even at this kind of thing, the guy's full health, but I can't do anything because I'm on a 30-second reload. It's very, very annoying. It's not going to be a tank that I play that often, to be fair, if I do get it, and it's not going to be a tank that I absolutely love. Now, it is a shame, because everybody has been calling for this tank to come in the game. It's finally in the game, and I think a lot of people will be disappointed. I don't think it's overpowered at all, but you know, that is my opinion. But let me know if you if this is a tank that you've been waiting for, and in the comments below, and let me know if you're going to be getting it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.